Here we have a 2020 GMC Sierra 2500 HD Denali. Has a 6.6 liter turbocharged diesel engine, Allison transmission with 4-wheel drive, and this pickup truck only has 69,000 kilometers on the odometer. For the interior, we have your power locks, your memory driver's seat controls, your power folding and extending tow mirrors, as well as your power window controls all around the driver's door handle there. A bunch of storage along the bottom by your speaker. You can see the vehicle is equipped with the Bose sound system, so you have that nice little plaque there at the top. Nice black on black combination for the interior with leather bucket seats up front. Both front seats are fully power operated by the switches on the side. Off to the side here, we do have some controls for your heads-up display as well as your tow mode at the top there. Then we have your automatic 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive, fog light, bed light, gauge cluster illumination control, and your automatic headlights there. And the vehicle does have an electronic trailer or parking brake at the bottom. Found on the dash right behind the stereo. Starts up nice and easy. And you can see we do have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster here. It does have memory settings depending on which key you use. So the key we used was CU setting 1, so it displayed that in the center. You are able to change what is displayed in the center. As you can see, various different information there. Also have navigation. Just takes a second to load there. Maybe your compass, and then recent favorites, all that fun stuff. And then if you had your Bluetooth or your phone hooked up or any of the settings there, you can configure as well. For the heads-up display, you'll see it's just above the steering wheel there. Don't mind the flickering, that's just because it's an LED light and that doesn't display well on video. On the steering wheel, we have your heated steering wheel control as well as your adaptive cruise control, so center controls and then this button here. It will toggle you through how close you want to be to the person in front of you. And then the other side, this directional pad here, is what I was using to go through the various different screens in the gauge cluster. And then you have your Bluetooth controls on that side as well. On the back of both sides, we do have your audio controls. We have the 2 little paddles on either side, as you can see. And then you do have a column-mounted shifter here with your gear select there for the Allison transmission. When the vehicle's in reverse, you'll find your backup camera and 360-degree camera showing up in the screen here. This is incredibly configurable. You can have it line up for a trailer or just no lines at all, whatever you prefer. And then you can have the bigger screen showing various different angles, however you would like. All that fun stuff. This one's super handy as well, so if you end up putting a 5th wheel hitch in the truck, you can have the camera that comes pretty much from the top of the truck or the cab right into the bed, so you don't need assistance. You can line up the 5th wheel hitch on your own. And you also have that same luxury when it comes to lining up a traditional ball hitch on this truck as well. Additionally to that, we do have your parking sensors displayed in the gauge cluster. So you can see there we have front and rear, and since we're a little bit close to the wall, you can see we do have the back one showing up. And then the vehicle does have the seat vibration to let you know in case you don't see the camera or the parking sensor toggle, it'll vibrate your seat to let you know you're getting back to, or you're getting close to something, which is super handy to have, but if you don't know what's coming, it's a little unsettling. For the stereo, we do have AM, FM, and XM radio. You have USB, USB Type-C and auxiliary ports, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto, so pretty much everything you need. And this is the newer Chevy system, or GMC system I should say, so it is completely touchscreen, very intuitive to the touch, a bunch of different apps that you can set up as well. You can have your trailering and camera set up without being in reverse, all that good stuff. And then below that we have some analog controls for the stereo, dual zone climate control with ice cold air conditioning. You also have heated and ventilated front seats for both sides, and each setting is 3-stage. Being a diesel, you do get the exhaust brake, lane departure warning toggle there as well. You can toggle your parking sensors on and off, so if you're backing up to a trailer, you can turn off the rear one so it doesn't yell at you. We also have your power tailgate drop, traction control. You can turn on your plug-in in the back, and then downhill descent control. We have a household style outlet behind here, cigarette lighter cell 12 volt there. Then we have your USB and USB Type-C ports. Trailer brake integrated into the dash. Wireless phone charger in the middle. A little storage off to the side. Some cup holders in the middle. An absolutely massive armrest as well. 2 cup holders towards the back there. And in here you do get an SD card reader, another USB Type-C, and USB port, and then you do have your auxiliary port in here as well, with an absolute ton of storage space all throughout. And with all the camera systems on the vehicle, we do have our camera backup camera. So since we're right against a white wall, it is just showing white. And then if you don't want that showing up, you can just press the bottom of it to turn it to a normal traditional camera that you can angle however you want. But say if you have something in the truck bed, maybe something in the back seat, it's kind of obstructing your view, you can just flick the switch and then you have a completely unobstructed view of the rear of the vehicle. And we also have a 3-car garage door opener set up underneath this camera as well, or mirror as well. We also have your OnStar controls, your sunroof controls, 3-car garage door opener there as well, and then some dome light controls up top. The Denali HD is equipped with 20-inch factory alloy wheels wrapped in BF Goodrich tires. We do have the classic semi-white color for the exterior with plenty of black and chrome accenting all throughout. The heavy-duty front end with the nice big grille. A nice thing about this is there is the hood scoop at the very top of the grille that is actually functional, which is pretty great. We also have LED headlights and fog lights up front. Front parking sensors are these little circles across the front of the bumper. Then we have tow hooks on either side. On the bottom here, you will find this little flap. That is for your engine block heater extension cord. Just plug it in there, nice and easy. Then we have the HD lights on the roof. The badging here for Duramax with the Allison transmission and 6.6 liter, which is the displacement. Then we have the GMC badge at the bottom. We have your tow mirrors there. Badging for Denali HD on the front door panel, running boards across the bottom. You do have intelligent access buttons on all the door handles, tinted rear windows. The truck also has bed corner steps on the front and back, as you can see, which makes it super easy to get in and out or grab something from the truck bed without going all the way to the back. Then we have 4-wheel disc brakes, heavy-duty leaf spring suspension in the rear, and then we do have your spare tire mounted underneath the truck bed as well. And from this angle, you can see in the third brake light there, we do have the cameras that I was mentioning before for lining up a 5th wheel hitch. Then the truck does have LED taillights, parking sensors along the back, just like the front, trailer hitch receiver in the middle at the bottom, with the wiring just off to the side where your license plate will go. Then we have your badging for GMC Denali and the Sierra badge off to the passenger side there. This does have the MultiPro tailgate. You can see there's a couple different divides here, so there's a couple different things you can do with this. So first of all, what we'll do is we will press the button there to unlatch the top half. This is super handy if you have something longer than the truck bed. You can have it going out the back, a little bit of support there. And then we can lift up a stop or two to catch anything from flying out like this. Additionally, we can go ahead and put that back up. We'll press the lower button this time. Goes normal and flat, just like a tailgate. Then we'll press that upper button that we pressed the first time to lower that down. And just like that, with one hand, you have made a nice staircase into your truck bed, which makes getting in and out super easy. And then in the truck bed, actually we'll go down first. In the truck bed, you do have a nice spray and bed liner through the entirety of it. You can see that is not going anywhere anytime soon. You have some tie-down loops all over the place for strapping down whatever you need. We also have this handle here that extends out to grab onto when you're hopping in and out of the truck bed. And then we do have some power back here. So you can see the trailer wiring there for the 5th wheel. And then a bigger outlet on this side for more traditional household style things. And lastly, it does appear to have pre-cut out holes for the 5th wheel hitch. So if you end up getting one down the line, it'll be much easier to install. And then they do have these nice covers on top of that to basically stop the holes from draining anything out or anything getting caught in there as well. For the interior, we have your power window switch just below the door handle. A bunch of storage along the bottom by your speaker as well. In the back of the Denali HD, there is a ton of legroom and headroom back here. Same nice leather material for the rear seats to match the front. Also have an armrest here that folds down, giving you a nice solid place to put your arm and place for 2 cups and a little bit of storage in between. You also have child seat anchors behind the rear seats. Child seat anchors along the fold, all along the bottom as well. Underneath the seats, there is this nice little storage compartment along the bottom, and the rear seats do come up in a 60-40 split, so you can configure it how you want. And then they come down just as easy. There's also storage pockets on the back of both the front seats, cup holders in the back. You also have 2 climate control vents, 12-volt cigarette lighter cell outlet. Then you have a USB Type-C port, and then heated seat controls for the rear passengers. And that was the 2020 GMC Sierra 2500 Denali HD. If you're interested in this 4-door, 4x4 diesel pickup truck that is as luxurious as it is capable, you can go to parkmazda.ca to fill out the form to book your test drive. In doing so, we can get you a $25 Visa gift card for coming down. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.